The rain in Eldoria never came without reason. Some said the skies wept when the heart of the forest felt sorrow. Others believed it was the language of lost love, unspoken, unending. Aurelia stood beneath the twisted branches of the whispering tree, its silver leaves trembling under the falling dusk. She had been here every midsummer's eve since Cale vanished through the rift. They had only known each other for one summer, yet it was a love that had etched itself into her soul like an ancient rune. She still remembered the way he had looked at her, like the stars weren't in the sky but in her eyes. Cale wasn't from her world. He had come through the rift by accident, bleeding and breathless from a place of machines and steel skies. She nursed him in secret, hiding him from the high wardens, learning the stories of his strange realm. In return, he spoke to her like no one else ever had, not of duty or tradition or arranged futures, but of dreams, freedom, love. But love wasn't enough in a world guarded by magic and fear. When the rift called him back, tearing the sky with a roar that shook the roots of the earth, Cale had kissed her and promised, "If the forest remembers me, I will find my way back." Now, 7 years later, Aurelia waited once more, her cloak soaked, her heart still tethered to a boy from another world. Still chasing shadows, came a voice behind her. She turned to find Thane, the warden's son, eyes gentler than she remembered. He had loved her once in a quiet, patient way, but she had never been his to win, not truly. "The rift is closed," he said, stepping closer, "and he's not coming back." Aurelia looked past him to where mist curled at the forest's edge, where the trees' roots pulsed faintly with light. "I don't expect you to understand," she whispered. He nodded, pain flickering across his face. "You're right, I don't." As he walked away, the wind shifted, carrying with it a strange hum. Low, steady, familiar. Aurelia turned sharply, heart leaping. The rift, it couldn't be. A crack split the sky. From the broken shimmer of space stepped Cale. Older now, hardened, a faint scar traced his jawline, but his eyes, the way they widened the moment they saw her, were unchanged. She ran to him. They met with such force it knocked the breath from them both. He held her like something sacred, as if afraid she'd vanish in his arms. She felt the rhythm of his heart against hers and finally believed he was real again. "How?" she asked against his shoulder. "The rift opened on its own," he said, voice raw. "I don't know why, but I felt it. I remembered you." She touched his face as though trying to wake herself. "I thought you'd forgotten." "Never." But even as their hearts clung to each other, the forest began to dim. The whispering tree groaned, its glow fading. Something was wrong. The rift had never reopened without cost. Cale looked over his shoulder toward the shimmering tears still open behind him. "The gate won't stay, it's already closing." Aurelia's breath hitched. "Then come back with me, we'll hide. There are places the wardens can't reach." "No," he shook his head, sorrow filling every word. "This gate, it's not meant to stay open, and if I stay, it will destroy this realm." She froze. "You just got here." He smiled through the ache. "But you waited. That means everything." Tears blurred her vision as he took her hand, pressing something into her palm, a small crystal vial glowing faintly. "Drink this," he said. "It's a tether, a promise. It will keep my memory alive in your world even when I'm gone." She shook her head violently. "I don't want memories, I want you. I'll find a way back for good this time, not through rifts, through something stronger, something ours." Their lips met in a kiss that tasted of rain and forever, of what was and what might still be. Then before she could stop him, Cale turned and stepped through the rift, the sky sealed behind him like a wound. Silence. Aurelia stood alone again, beneath the whispering tree. But this time in her palm his warmth lingered, and in her heart the forest did not feel quite so hollow, because love like that, love that bridges worlds, does not end.